Lupus is an autoimmune disease. We all suffer from chronic pain on a daily basis because of lupus. The pain makes it impossible to feel motivated and to keep going.
Typical day with lupus is unpredictable. It varies. Some days I'm great, some days I'm not so great. I just try to plan as best as I can. I try to learn how to read into when my body's gonna not do what I need it to do. And lots of naps. Sometimes I get naps, sometimes I don't, but lupus, just kind of controls a lot of different factors in my life.
Well, currently I'm in remission, but a typical day used to be with me having a lot of joint pains, swelling, flare-ups. I used to have a fever for months at a time, over 103, and I used to have a blood pressure reading of 120 over 110. I finally realized it when I used to try to exercise and I barely could breathe, and I realized, all right, maybe there's something wrong, and that was my typical day.
At this point in my life, a typical day with my illness is just really trying to exercise and get fit because I got really sick a few months ago, so I'm still in the recovery phase.
I'm achy, probably some kind of a headache, which may lead to a migraine. I don't remember a lot of things. That's not important, so I guess it's okay, but some things just escape me and I'll be like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
I overcome my flare-ups by honestly just trying to exercise. And when I did come out of the hospital, I had a physical therapist and an occupational therapist, and the two main things that they told me to do is stretch, and just be aware of what's going on in my body. I also try not to focus on it by doing other activities and hanging out with my friends and praying and reading my Bible and things like that.
The best way to combat it is pay attention to your body. When I get flare-ups, I realize my body telling me to take the time for myself. That either I need to rest or I need to go get myself checked out. So the main key is always paying attention to how you feel.
I'm kind of anti-meds, so I don't like to take them if I don't have to.
Just trying to anticipate when I'm going to have a flare, trying to prevent it as much as possible. I try to somehow avoid stress, which is almost impossible, but I really try to always put things in perspective that, whatever I'm going through is going to pass, so let me try to just focus on the moment that I'm in right now. I also try to be active. Exercise and movement just always helps me feel a little bit better. Just stretching and running and doing things that I love. That helps me de-stress and get it out of the flare.
The best way for me to maintain strength when I'm knocked down is actually to exercise, eat right. Sleep is the biggest thing. Is sometimes when you're tired, you don't want to fight the tide.
I maintain strength after being knocked down. First of all, I'm never knocked down, okay? No, sometimes it's just a little jab and then you have to kind of duck and move, but I maintain strength by just remembering all the people that are in situations way worse than me. And all the people that aren't here today that had this disease and fell to this disease. So I keep my strength up by knowing that I can be okay. There are people that are okay. I might have to modify some things, but I'm going to be all right.
Honestly, I maintain strength by just speaking to my friends and being encouraged by them. And, they've really been there for me and they really understand. A lot of my friends I've had since I was in the 5th grade. So they really have been through me from beginning to end. And I also just think about God and that everything in life happens for a reason and that God will not give you more than you can bear.
The way that I maintain strength when I'm knocked down or pushed back, I go to prayer.
I have lupus, but it's not my life because I choose to continue on. I choose to let another dominate my being, my personality, my time. I just continue striving to be myself and always accomplishing my goal and don't let it hold me back. I have lupus, but it's not my life.
I have lupus, but it's not my life because it's not stopping me from doing the things I want to do. Going to 3 countries, 16 days, by myself, helping people, volunteering. I have lupus, but it is not my life.
Lupus is not my life because it's not my title. It's something that I have, but at the end of the day, I'm still able to do amazing things. I'm able to tour, perform, I'm able to work in different capacities. Maybe not the same ones that I initially thought I would be years ago, but I'm still able to enjoy life. I still have family that love me, and I'm still blessed. So lupus doesn't have me. I have lupus, but it's not my life.
I've been getting it so much that you tend to ignore it. Ironically, lupus has led me to become healthy. But it's not my life.
I have lupus, but it is not my life. It is not my life because I have so much more to look forward to outside of living with lupus. On my strongest days, I make the best of them. And on my weakest days, I make sure I get enough rest so I can keep on winning this fight. Maintaining an acceptance of my life is the best form of treatment I can have. But it is not my life. It's to give encouragement to anyone going through a daily fight to never give up and to know that the situation is not their life.
I hope you learn to make it on your own. And if you love yourself, just know you'll never be alone. I hope that you get everything you want and that you chose. I hope that it's the realest thing that you ever know. Hope you get the pretty girls that's pretty at everything. $1 million cribs, having $1 million dreams. And when you get it all, just remember one thing. Remember one thing.